Welcome to Mom's Talking Shit podcast. I'm Tony.
I'm Stacy.
And tonight we're talking the latest episode of Married at First Sight, New Orleans. You ready?
I'm ready.
Me too. I'm so ready to talk some shit about this show. So, Woody and Imani.
Dude, they're high on each other. They're in love. They keep acting like obstacles are going to come in their way. Nothing's happening. Stop creating drama. What do you think?
Oh, I think they're adorable. And he said the most touching things to Armani during his speech, like talking about the consistent respect that he's received from her, and that's why they're continuing to grow. And he also compared Imani to his grandparents' relationship, saying that she was his soulmate.
I agree. It was so beautiful. Right.
All I'm waiting for him. Oh my gosh, I can't get this right. All I'm waiting for is for her to say, "I love you." So I'm hoping that it happens.
She already did.
I didn't hear her say "I love you" to him.
Yes,
I hear him
girl.
saying that all the time. I missed that.
You missed it. She said it last episode.
Oh, I did. Oh, jackass.
Yup, during quarantine.
Okay, and how did it go?
It went well. So now she's telling him she loves him.
It's adorable. So I'm looking forward to them next week. No worries there at all. Because next week is decision week.
They're going to be together.
I'm ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next. Number 2. Christina and Henry.
Yep. She's still hopeful, but I don't know why she was done once she said that she heard he was gay.
Well, I don't know if she's still hopeful or if she's just kind of full of shit. Like at this point, I don't even understand why Henry and Christina are hanging in there or holding on. Like they've got nothing in common. They have no spark. They have no chemistry. And from what I saw in the latest episode, they're not even sleeping together in the same bed or the same room. So there's no hand holding, no kind of intimacy whatsoever.
Nothing.
I see nothing being built.
Nope.
Yeah, so.
The funniest thing for me, though, is how she said, and I quote, she's one who's been loved very deeply by many.
I see.
She said that, not me. By many, very deeply.
Many.
And so, like, what the fuck is this? What's his problem?
Well, I think that's what her concern is. And I guess it's just really her shitty attitude. I guess that's the only thing that he can't get over. And of course, the one who shall not be named made an appearance in this episode again. We're trying really hard to watch our mouth for the viewers, you guys. We're podcasting, we're YouTubing, we're used to saying whatever we want on our podcast. So when we're like trying to hesitate, it's because we're just trying to drop these bombs and we're not supposed to be on YouTube. So please bear with us, to the viewers and the listeners out there. All right, go ahead.
I just don't know. She basically is like, what's his problem? But his problem is she made up this bizarre thing about him being gay. And he can't get over that. So just end it. It's dragging on. They're not going to make it done.
It was way even before that. That wasn't even, they should have stuck a nail in the coffin a long time ago. Yeah. Like, I know we give Brett kind of a hard time saying that he jumped ship, but he did smart. He didn't drag it out. He didn't, just hurt her feelings too. Well, he hurt her feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He knew there was nothing there. So what's the point of still trying?
Right.
His friend during the episode said that he wished that this would have taught Brett some empathy. Because it still taught him nothing. He was just
it didn't get him anything. We just jumped from Brett. But I just wanted to go back and say real quick that the text, she was threatening to hold over his head if he didn't have her back until like the end, basically.
That's why I feel like she's being very phony at this point. And
she said that's not true. It's true.
Oh, you think? Oh, I think that she probably did that too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because every time you see her in the video, she's like smiling and she's happy and she doesn't want to talk about it on camera, but he does. Because the only time they've mentioned it is when she's off camera. Other than that, now recently it's coming around. It's just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That was.
Next.
Wire hanging. I know I jumped to Brett and Olivia, but I also wanted to mention that it's because I feel like Olivia is very serious, kind of like Henry. So I'm still thinking that Henry and Olivia, they could have made it. I don't know why I get that vibe from them, but I feel like they could have made it. I'm wondering if they're going to end up dating. They kind of should. And then with Brett, you know how he had a very sarcastic personality? I feel like Amelia and Bennett also both have a very sarcastic personality. So it's like they bought the two worlds of the serious Henry and Christina and then the over, exaggerated Amelia and Bennett and tried to put them together and they completely crashed. So that was my analysis. Do you think that she would try to give it another chance if Brett wanted to?
Yes.
Really?
I think if he talked the smooth talk, because she was asked that by her friend. And what if he, decision day, decided, like, let's give another shot? Would you? Like, she would, like, I would listen, you know.
Well, she would
To,
listen, but I don't think
mm-hmm.
she's given in
But
because
he's not listening. He said
she's
no.
I know because he still can't take her on trips around the world whenever she wants to. So I don't even think she needs it when she's like, "Oh, I would listen." She probably wants to hear it, but I don't think she wants to take it back. So
No.
I think they got some of the people a little mixed up.
I do
But
too.
anyhow, sorry I jumped over.
It is what it is.
Amelia and Bennett was number 3. So
Ah,
I was just saying that they're very sarcastic, still very loving, very cute. And I think one of the only bombshells that they dropped is that she wanted to be on a reality show. But the truth is, they all wanted to be on a reality show, or else they wouldn't have signed up for it.
that's how I feel. I feel like that's not the threat. They're trying to make, again, some drama out of nothing. And his friend was kind of like, I don't know, like negative Nelly. He was like, are you sure you've met her or her representative?" And I thought that was funny because that is true. You usually do meet the representative first in the relationship, and
Mm-hmm.
but they've been through quarantine together. They've been through some rough, longer than anyone.
Sorry, my nose itches.
I think he's probably met a little bit of her real side.
Okay. I think so. I feel
Hmm.
like they're genuine. They're good. I'm not even worried. But I would like to say that since they have gotten together, he stepped up his style game.
He's still
He's
wearing that shirt to bed.
Well, I didn't mean his nightgown. I just
Oh,
meant it during the day. You can see his hair is more polished. His clothes, even though they're quirky, they're still put together. And that, to me, looks like a man in a relationship. So
it's cute. He's
it's
a
cute.
husband.
I
Okay.
like to see that. All
Hmm.
right.
Next.
Miles and Karen. I think he's seeing it. She's just not coming around. She's just not into him. But I
No.
don't know why she just doesn't let it go too. So
Yeah.
again, everybody's giving Brett a hard time because of how he dipped, or because he dipped out, because of how there's no justification. But the fact that he dipped out, but I'm thinking that Miles and Henry should have dipped out too. I mean, not Miles, Karen, because they just
Yeah.
aren't into that person.
Yeah. No matter how much I think they try, they're not going to be together.
He's going to get hurt.
That's my thoughts for decision day. No, they don't make it.
I agree. I don't think
Mm.
that they're going to make it either.
Nope.
Oh, and the thing that I wrote about this is she said that her big beef is that she was looking for a man to put her in her place and for a man who's going to want to stand up for her. But I think that he would definitely stand up for her or like her car broke and he was like, "I got you, baby. I'm going to go fix it." It's not like he went and cried in a corner or something like that. He did a very manly thing and went and go fix the car. And I think he's always going to do that and always show up. And I also feel like if somebody messed with Karen, then Miles 100% would be in there. So I just feel like it's bullshit.
I think he stepped up when he's been like basically lately like, look, it's not gonna work unless I get some.
Something again, no
He wants to
hand
know. Well, he
holding, no
wants to test the
kissing.
waters
I don't blame him.
first.
And this is an extended experiment. Like usually I think it's only 2 months and now it's gone up to 4 months because of the quarantine. So
They're
I
gonna
get
not be together.
again, yeah, I agree. I agree.
Next.
Okay. I think that's it actually
That's
for
it.
me. Yeah, I jumped
Wait,
ahead on the list because of Olivia and Brett, so you might have something on there.
you do. I was saying about Brett and Olivia, about her friend saying, what if, and then his friend saying that, basically he just doesn't see other people's points of view.
Right.
They were hoping that this show would bring that to him and that, would make him realize that, but it didn't.
I don't think he was necessarily wrong because I think in his situation too, he wasn't getting any affection.
Right.
He just wasn't getting anything from her. And I think that she was looking for him to be more serious, but that's just not how he is. And that
Yeah,
doesn't
but they're
mean
saying like it's not always about him. I think he feels like it always
oh,
is.
his friend, I get that. But I'm just saying from the perspective that we saw.
Yeah.
And when I was comparing it to Amelia and Bennett, how they're always very sarcastic, like I'm going to flip a coin in decision day. Olivia probably would have went and cried and said, "Oh, he said he was going to flip a coin when he was just joking." You
Yeah.
know, like I just
Yeah.
don't like. It doesn't always necessarily make him a bad person or her. It just means that they clearly aren't going to mesh well together. It's just
Yeah,
not
I
working.
agree. Nope.
So let's go down the list. Woody and Armani, yes or
Yes.
no? For our predictions, yes.
Yes.
Henry and Christina,
No.
no. Or do you think they're going to stay in it to just stay on the married after
No.
the
Ew,
second
I wouldn't
season?
even
I would
watch. They
see
wouldn't
that.
even make it.
I could see them just saying yes to keep moving on because oddly, I feel like they both kind of just like the attention at this point. Because why else would they still be on there?
Right.
All right, Amelia and Bennett,
Of
yes,
course.
of course. And then we have Miles and Karen,
No.
no. And then Olivia and Brett, no.
No.
Okay, all
All
right.
right.
Well, be sure to like and subscribe to both our podcast and our YouTube. Please tell your friends, let everybody know, that we like to talk shit. So come talk some shit with us. Be sure to check out our website at momstalkingshit.com.
Good night.
Hellcat.